I too once sat on the bench, feeling the cold breeze upon my face and the chills running down my spine as I looked forward upon the old weapons workshop. The cold brick walls of the abandoned building contain the history of the Royal Australian Navy as it sits there, dormant, in front of the Cockatoo dockyard. The emptiness of the building as it longs to continue sheltering for officers and sailors that were responsible for the high-speed submarines that were made there for over 134 years. Stand up, walk right. As we get up and walk, you will notice on your left the remnants of a ship that sits in the Fitzroy dock. This ship works as a door into the two histories of Cockatoo Island, one being a prison and the other a modern dockyard. Today, it lays there, old and dormant, unable to move, stranded by its aging and decay. Due to its long history, it's too valuable to destroy, so it stays there, waiting, without a purpose. Just a reminder to the times that have passed, its glory days, and now, as it waits, it becomes forgotten. From the ship, turn around, look behind you, and walk towards the tunnel. Standing here, locked out by the metal gate, the forgotten voices echo out to us from beyond the darkness. Here, they chant from beyond. For their moments are still unheard as they cry out to be redeemed. For without this haunting noise, there is only darkness from beyond the gate, and without it, you'll never know what lies deep within the stories untold of this island. From here, walk left to the next tunnel. When you get there, remember to be slow and patient. We are in no rush. Entering through the mouth, the sandstone walls here on your left and right are engraved with the fears of planes soaring overhead, with its reinforced concrete roof being the only separation between life and death for those men and women who hid here. Built in 1915, the tunnel remains today as a reminder of the past. Stop. You're about halfway through the tunnel. Do you feel it? The cold, damp, and lifeless that is this tunnel. As the wind howls, bouncing from wall to wall as it travels from one end of the tunnel to the other. If you were to close your eyes, would you know where you are? Each sound is a clue to the mysterious character that this tunnel holds deep within. Keep walking, fasten the pace. Just keep going, we're going to leave this place behind. It's just another memory and another page in history that now is going to be turned over. I'm sure now you're wondering why we have come to this accursed place. I'm going to leave you here now, though I'll meet you at the end of the ramp to the left at the end of this tunnel. I'll meet you in the centre of the courtyard at the convict precinct, in the middle of the stone circle. Please pause the audio track. Here we stand, once again, with the open sky overhead, like when we first met. But now we are surrounded by people, coming and going, exploring the history of the island, as we are about to do also. It's strange how a different setting can change the emotions that are invoked, and how this shapes the way we view the past. Even a name can change everything. Instead of being called the Convict Precinct, they changed the name to the Commonwealth Naval Dockyard. From up here, we can get a different perspective to the one that we had below. Look down at your feet. Can you see how the small stones can create ripples throughout time, therefore creating and shaping what is to come and what has been? Now we will walk back the way we came in, towards the ramp, and as you exit, on your right, you'll find a bench which sits between two beautiful lily-pilly trees. Can you hear the gravel underneath your feet, or even on top of my voice? Are you focusing on the outside world, or are you contained here with me, within my voice inside this island? If you look into the distance, you can see the dock. From here, the Queen Mary and Queen Elizabeth set sail. They were two ships from World War II, which had a crew of hundreds of men, as they set sail and created adventures of their own and continued to follow their own path. Can you imagine these two ships in their glory, following the wind and riding the waves? It would have been an amazing sight. But then, production slowed down, and the creation of these beautiful ships was pushed over to Williamsport. Then one day, it all stopped. The gears slowed and began to seize, for Cockatoo Island began a change just like the ground you were sitting at, from harsh gravel to soft green grass. Stand up and follow the path behind you towards the bend. As we take this walk, we near the end of this audio. As you look left, you'll see the empty docks. They have served their duty, and now they rest. They have become silent in their time as they lay in wait till they are needed again. But until then, they will remain waiting. For these docks are what remain of a conflict, scars left on an island which cannot be healed, but only remembered and learnt from. For without this reminder of the sacrifices made, memories of it will fall onto words and become but a drop in the sea of what is told. And today, due to the 34th session of the World Heritage Committee, Cockatoo Island is part of the World Heritage listings. Continue walking, you're almost there. You're looking for a bench. Find it. If you're not there yet, we have time, I'll wait. Just pause the audio and then play it again when you find this bench. Take a seat and enjoy the view that lies before you. Isn't it beautiful? This is the view that most of the important officials on the island, such as the island's medical officer and engineer managers, got to take in every day from rise to dusk. And they did this from the building that lies behind you. Well, as we both sit here taking in this view, you can now turn off the audio track, for we are done, and this adventure into the past is over.